This topic was requested by a community member. They asked me to discuss global public opinion about Israel. So here we go. Global public opinion on Israel. Comprehensive breakdown of international views. The international community remains divided on its views regarding Israel. While some countries maintain historically supportive relationships, recent global surveys, particularly the 2025 Pew Research Center findings, reveal significant levels of disapproval in many regions. Understanding these sentiments is not only vital for diplomatic and geopolitical analysis, but also for grasping the global pulse. On Middle Eastern politics, let us start with the most alarming data points from the Pew Research Center's Spring 2025 Global Attitude Survey. The survey outlines a striking trend. A notable percentage of citizens across both Western and Eastern nations hold very unfavorable views of Israel. These figures are truly striking. Widespread international media coverage of military actions, civilian casualties, and the controversial expansion of settlements in the West contribute to a growing sense of injustice among global citizens. Spain, Netherlands, and Sweden show substantial levels of disapproval. These numbers reflect growing public concern over human rights violations reported by international watchdogs. The impact on civilians from Israeli military operations in Gaza, in Kenya, South Korea, and India. Disapproval exists, but is tempered by strategic alliances, economic cooperation, and security collaborations. Viral footage. User-generated content and independent journalism have created a counter-narrative to traditional mainstream media portrayals. Platforms like X, TikTok, and Instagram amplify global events in real time. Graphic content, emotional testimonies, and activist hashtags influence public opinion at lightning speed, particularly among Gen Z and millennials. India, for instance, maintains strong defense ties with Israel, and while 17% express very unfavorable opinions, the majority remain neutral or supportive. Whether driven by human rights, religious solidarity, or political ideology, the trend is clear. Israel is facing unprecedented levels of global criticism and scrutiny. As we navigate this complex geopolitical landscape, understanding these evolving perceptions is not just important, it's essential. The world is interconnected, and issues that were once distant are now at our doorsteps. The reputational challenges faced by Israel today serve as a stark reminder for all nations that even the most entrenched positions can change when the world is listening. Africa, on the other hand, is seeing a rising wave of Pan-African solidarity with Palestine, particularly in South Africa, where the apartheid analogy has gained traction in political and academic discourse, and a perceived imbalance in U.S. and EU foreign policy towards the Middle East. In Mexico, Argentina, and Brazil, youth-led movements and academic institutions have begun to challenge the traditionally quiet diplomacy of Latin America regarding Israel. This growing voice often aligns with global justice narratives, viewing the conflict through the lens of colonialism, occupation, and resistance, leading to an uptick in unfavorable views. Media coverage in these countries has become increasingly critical, pushing public sentiment further away from traditional support. In Muslim-majority nations like Turkey and Indonesia, the issue has emotional and religious resonance. This signals a shift especially among younger demographics, progressives, and minority groups. In Canada, 33% of the population reports very negative views of Israel. Canadian civil society has seen an upsurge in pro-Palestinian activism, university protests, and heated parliamentary debates surrounding foreign policy. This has major implications for Israel's diplomatic leverage and its ability to influence Western narratives. Many view Palestinian suffering as a direct result of Israeli policies, which shapes an overwhelmingly negative opinion of Israel. Turkey's 84% disapproval rate reflects not only the conflict, but also the erosion of once warm diplomatic ties. Turkey, 84%; Indonesia, 60%; Spain, 46%; Netherlands, 45%; Sweden, 41%; Australia, 39%; Italy, 37%; South Africa, 37%; Canada, 33%; Mexico, 32%; United Kingdom, 31%; Japan, 31%; France, 29%; Argentina, 28%; Kenya, 25%; South Korea, 24%; Poland, 22%; Hungary, 20%; United States, 19%; Nigeria, 18%; India, 17%; Germany, 15%, and Brazil, 14%. These numbers paint a clear picture. Israel faces significant perception challenges on the world stage. But why do people in these nations hold such views? What are the roots of this global sentiment? Let's delve deeper. The long shadow of the Israel-Palestine conflict? At the heart of much of the global criticism lies the decades-long conflict between Israel and Palestine, voices of European discontent. Western Europe, once a stronghold of Israeli support, is witnessing a shift in public sentiment. North American ambivalence. While the U.S. government remains one of Israel's staunchest allies, only 19% of Americans now hold very unfavorable views of Israel. It's Africa and Asia, a mix of sympathy and strategic distance. Discontent growing among the youth in Latin America. Social media, a digital battleground of narratives. Israel's image is not only shaped by geopolitical actions, but also by what trends online. The tide of global public opinion on Israel is undeniably shifting, and it would be a mistake to dismiss these sentiments as temporary or insignificant. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.